Hi, welcome back everyone. I don't know whether to cross my legs, I don't know, I'll just be masculine. Hi everyone, welcome back to the shed with no name. That's not the name of it. I know on that last video, some fantastic suggestions for names, by the way. I read a lot of them and some of them are really, really good. And a lot of them are so good that I find it hard to pick one. So more on that later. We will come up with a proper name for this place, but for now, it's the shed. We're just gonna call it the shed. Studio might be a bit, you know, douchebaggy. I kind of like the shed, Brian Shed. But anyway, let's move on. The reason why I've gathered you all here today, and clearly because of the title, it's just merch. We're gonna talk about merch. The Broke Boys Club merch line. I've had a little while to kind of relax after the merch happened. The merch happened very quickly. It wasn't really planned out well from me. No one else's fault. Me, not really good at planning. Ever since the whole house fiasco, my life has just been a bit of a whirlwind. Trying to, you know, get a loan, get a house, dealing with banking stuff, getting all paperwork and all for approval, everything. If you've bought a house, you know how stressful it is. It's been a lot. And so then the merch kind of got thrown in there on top of it, bit of a whirlwind. Didn't really plan it out very well. And I honestly thought it was just gonna fall flat in its face and do absolutely terrible. You guys bought more merch than I think my previous 3 merch lines maybe combined. I had set a goal of 1,500 orders. Yet we did over 2,400 orders. So nearly 1,000 more than my actual target. Oh, wow. Yeah, you guys like the merch. Maybe my last video was so genius that you all thought I was retiring and again, made some of you buy some merch. I don't know if it's genuine love for the Broke Boys Club merch line, and I got a lot of feedback and I want to give some updates, and I have not planned this video out very well. It's currently 20 past 1 in the morning. I have to record with Nogla and the Irish guys in the morning, and then I have a recording with Pasta, basically either work and M, I think. I don't really know what's going on. I'm not very professional, I'm not very well, I can't even speak well. That's how tired I am. But I have some updates to do with the merch. So a lot of people have been asking questions, when is it shipping? Well, right now, actually. It's currently the 10th, it's Wednesday the 10th at 20 past 1 in the morning. So today, merch should be shipping. If you bought the merch normal, went over to terroriser.com, bought the merch, it's shipping. Now, some of the people who won giveaways when we're doing live streams, we did some giveaways. Also for Movember, we raised just under $200,000. I have one more stream to do, so hopefully we'll get over the $200,000. I think we did $195,000 raised for men's mental health. Thank you so much. That's insane. And hopefully we get over the 200K mark when I stream in the next 2 days. That's my goal. So a lot of people won merch there, which is great because Movember were awesome and they spent, I think, like nearly $10,000 on buying merch to give away to you guys for all the support over the years. And so if you did win some of that merch, I just want to let you know that how it's going to work is the merch is going to be shipped on the 10th to the 12th of normal orders of people who just bought off terroriser.com. And then I believe after that, I'm going to guesstimate like the 14th, 16th in that area. Maybe I can check. Yeah, so what I have here is all the orders were shipped from December 10th to the 12th. And then after that, I have friends and family and the competition winners. So I've given some to my family who want some of the merch. And those of you that won the competitions, it's going to be shipping in that second batch, if that makes sense. So it's going to get there before Christmas. If you did win, please go over to my Twitch. If you won on the live stream, you have to check your Twitch DMs, okay? I told you all this when you won, and Salvatore, who works for me, is going to be sending you a message. You have to make sure you've opened your DMs in your Twitch settings, please, for the love of God, before he loses his mind. And then you can redeem it. You're given a URL sent to you, and then you click it, you fill out the size of whatever and your address, boom, done. Get it done straight away. Because if you don't do it now, and it doesn't arrive before Christmas because you procrastinated, don't get mad at me. Okay, please, I'm stressed as it is. But anyway, that's really the main thing I wanted to talk about, is just give you the update on the merch. But a little bit more, those of you that do care, how about I just also give you a bit of an idea of the space here. So I wanted to ask maybe like a question or two about merch in general. So would you guys be okay with doing merch every 3 months? And I asked people on my live stream, like, 3 months, is that too much? Is 2 months a little bit too much? Because I don't want to do merch too often where it feels like we're just trying to bleed you dry. I am. Don't get me wrong. I am. 100% I'm trying to. The space that we have here, the potential, it's going to be amazing. I can't wait to extend this bad boy. Anyway, I'm coming back to you. So every 3 months, I think, is a good kind of area. It might always be every 3 months. It could be every 3 months and then a 4-month gap or something like that. I just want to make sure that you guys don't feel that I am just trying to pump it out and extort as much money as possible from you. That's not the case. I didn't do merch for an entire year. The last drop, there was a 1-year gap between the last time I did merch. And a lot of people were giving me a lot of, not flack or anger or anything like that, but just kind of positive frustration because they were really wanting more merch. And that was actually very sweet, and I never thought that people were really enjoying the merch as much as they clearly are, because you guys bought so much fucking merch. Thank you again. So I'm thinking every 3 months is kind of like that nice medium timeline that people will, you know, save up money, put some money aside if you want to be able to grab it. And that actually reminds me of a very important thing that I want to talk about. I want to give you guys as much space as possible because look, inflation is going on. Economy ain't amazing. Times are a little bit tough for a lot of people. And so I don't want to be pumping out merch and you guys think it's just, you know, Brian being a typical dick that we all know I really am. But I just want to go over something real quick. Price, $65 in that area is the hoodie. We have really premium, good quality material. The hoodies are really great. And I've been really happy with all the feedback that I've gotten from when I'm doing these videos. When people buy the merch, I have this app that I've talked about on my phone. I'm able to send you guys thank you messages. So I literally have to see this tripod. I'm going to be sitting here with the tripod a little bit closer to me doing face selfie, kind of looking like a TikTok douchebag. I'm going to be going through 2,000 orders. I have to send over 2,000. Oh my God, 2,400 videos. Oh, sweet Jesus. I'm going to be here till New Year's. But I have to get it done this time because I really screwed up the last time I did it. I think I got 60% through them all and I wasn't able to keep up. And then I got distracted, something else came along, and then I forgot about them. I am not a good person. I need to be better. So I'm gonna really make it my business now to have this new space that I'm gonna sit here and do it. And it's gonna be part of, I know I'm yapping, but all the comments on the last video of me being here was really nice that you guys were seeing a much happier Brian, which I have not been happy for a while. I've been frustrated, anxious. I never had anxiety until this shit. But I'm feeling a lot more happy and a lot more positive and excited. I haven't been excited in a while. That's a new feeling for me. It's crazy. But the potential that I have here to do something really special, something really cool, and know that it's, you know, mine and Linné's is really dope. So thank you so much. Everyone that has supported the Broke Boys Club, you're funding everything that we're doing here. And I have to make it very clear. I am so incredibly grateful and appreciative of everyone that's buying merch, watching the videos, coming to streams, twitch.tv/Terroriser, also on YouTube I stream. You guys are so supportive and I want you to come along in this journey where I actually vlog the whole construction process. That's what I'm excited for. And I'm really looking forward to kind of doing something unique and making new kind of videos with that. Stick to video games. I love playing video games. That's not changing, but giving you guys some more vlogs because all the feedback on the vlogs has been great. You guys have been always asking for more vlogs, but the amount of people that were asking for merch and supporting it was awesome. And all the comments on the last video were really sweet. And thank you. Because I think I needed to hear that. Egomaniac Brian sometimes doubts himself, and I didn't think we were going to sell even our target. I thought the year before, the amount of merch we did, I think it was like 1,400 and something orders. I thought we were going to maybe be lucky if we got 1,200 orders. And then we doubled that. So I'm hoping if we do more stuff with the merch, we can, I don't know, grow it. Could be something sick. I don't know. Could be a new passion project. So I think because I don't want the merch to have anything to do with me. I like the Broke Boys Club to be kind of like a concept. The Japanese design that people really liked. A lot of car people were buying it because they, you know, that whole kind of Japanese, like Mitsubishi, Honda sports car. There's a lot of Japanese designs that car people love, and they picked up the design just because they're car heads, and I thought that was pretty cool. And I want to do more stuff like that. A few things I want to quickly go over. Sizes. I know I got a lot of feedback from people that were 4XL. The merch company that I work with, I think only does up to 3XL. I think I've asked about 4XL before. It's something that I can work on potentially in the future. I don't know if like we keep selling more and more and more, that they're like, okay, we're willing to, you know, expand it up. I don't know. Is that sizist? Maybe. Do I make these decisions? No. But do I disagree with it? No, I'm joking. It's hard for me to try and please everyone if I can. It's something, clearly it's on my mind, so I am going to try and, you know, the more merch we do with them, I might be able to pull some strings and make things change. Also, we have to have the big talk, tariffs. Yeah, don't blame him, it was me. Don't blame Brian, he had nothing to do with the shipping costs. If you're from Canada, I'm so sorry. If you're from Australia and New Zealand, I'm so sorry. I'm going to say this now, and this is probably not wise of someone in business to say, but if you get a shipping charge, tariff, import tax, whatever, if you're buying my merch, let's say a $60 hoodie, and it's going to cost you $40 to $50, nearly the same price of the actual product to ship it and for import taxes into your country, I'm just going to say I don't think you should do it. I don't think you should buy the product if that's happening, because that's crazy. I know a lot of you do not listen to me. I told a lot of people on stream not to do it. They did it anyway. Australians, you guys don't listen to shit, and I respect it. I appreciate it, but I don't want to sit here and have people think that I set those prices for shipping or the merch company do. It's literally nothing, because it's, you know, the USPS, and then has to go international, and then you have to not only deal with the shipping costs of doing it international, but the recipient country will then put their tariff because of what's going on. Okay? Elephant in the room. I just wanted to be clear that it wasn't me. I didn't do it. I swear to God, it was not me. Anyway, I feel like I'm rambling. There's so much more that's on my mind that I want to talk about with here. Yes, I'm going to be vlogging it. There's a lot of comments talking about I want to see more of it. I'm going to show you guys the progression and then the plans. Some person on Reddit made a cool kind of layout concept idea. If there's graphic design people that want to have a stab at cool ideas of the layout, go to town. Go to town, by the way. I want you guys to feel as incorporated in this space as me being here. I want you guys to have like naming the place, coming up with like ideas of where this could be, or you could also, what about using this? Because we're gonna have a race sim, and I just realized we have a secret. Don't tell anyone, a second racing sim. I pulled a few strings, got one for free. That's also gonna be set up. That's gonna be cool to showcase. This, I have a blank canvas here to do something really cool. And if you guys want to throw some ideas in the comment section, that's awesome. Also like the video, that's important, because I'd like, you know, more and more people to kind of see these videos of me in the space, because I'm excited to do more here. And if these videos do well, that people... Did I just hear something? Scary. Anyway, the better these videos do and the more people watch it, then it's just gonna keep me enthused to keep making more. Oh, one last thing, and I'm excited about this. I'm gonna scooch in. Some people can't make it for the merch. The reality is some people get paid monthly, bi-weekly. Sometimes they have a lot of bills that they can't, you know, be able to set money aside, because sometimes I spring the merch out of nowhere on you, and that's a little bit hard on some people to be able to gather the money in time. And so I know that, and I get that, and I'm sorry. I'm trying to be as transparent as possible, that I have so much stuff going on in my life that I was just been stressing. Now I want to be a bit more professional with the merch thing, seeing the growth and the success of it. I need to start copping on and being a bit more professional with it, that maybe we plan things out and get like the promotion and stuff in line, and let you guys kind of know where we're at with a timeline, so you can kind of prepare. But some people were asking for merch to be always available. Now, it's a tricky thing, just because the merch company that I'm with, they prefer doing things as like, you know, print to order or production, like they produce depending on how many orders you get. So you do a limited drop, get in all your orders, how many large, how many medium, how many small, and then they produce them in one giant go and then ship it. So doing an evergreen line, so merch that's always available, that will be underneath this YouTube video, and you can always click it and buy it whenever. That is a conversation I'm having with them right now. I want to do something cool. I want to do socks. I love socks. I want to do something that's nice and cheap. Because like socks is like normally like 2 sizes or whatever. It's just the less sizes there are, the better. Because like if you have to have a warehouse full of, you know, all the merch with larges, smalls, and if you have a bunch of fans that are just extra large and you're stuck with a bunch of small hoodies forever because no one is small, America, and so you're left with a bunch of leftover stock, and then that's a headache. And anyway, that's the big concern. But with the way merch is going, I'm not too scared of that. So potentially we come up with a really cool kind of hoodie design that's always available, and a hat. They're talking about like a hoodie and a hat's always a great idea. So we could go with that, so you guys can always pick that up whenever, so you don't have to rush and try and do some crazy nefarious activities to try and get your hands on some money, selling your Pokemon cards, selling some consoles, putting your hand down in the couch trying to get as much change together just to buy it. This way you can always pick up something, which is kind of awesome, and it really helps everything here in terms of like, you know, money coming in from the merch, and it supports the channel. So that's where I'm at right now. We're having that conversation. I would love to do socks. If the socks happen, I swear to God, you guys better buy it. I love socks. I think socks are great. If you want to buy me anything for Christmas with the P.O. box, socks and underwear and then some other stuff. Why am I not even talking about doing Christmas P.O. box? I'm an idiot. It's the 10th of December. Do you think you guys could send enough stuff? This is such a pet. Why am I'm saying that so bad. Why am I have a bunch of I need to theme it. Okay, I have a lot of stuff over here from the P.O. box that I should open anyway, but if you want to send some stuff for like a Christmas box video opening, do it now. Oh my God, I can't believe I forgot this. Anyway, this video has probably gone on way too long. That's a good last thing I want to get in there. Anyway, thank you so much for all the support on the merch. Thank you so much for helping, you know, us get to this point where we have the shed, and I'm excited to show the progress and the journey. It's going to be like a year, I'd say, by the time we get this thing finished, but it's going to be a year of making cool content, and I'm excited. As you can see, all the work stuff is here. My contractor is busy at work. We haven't broken any ground here, so it's not changed at all, but you will see when it does. Anyway, that's it. Thanks for watching. Leave a like, subscribe if you like. Maybe we'll get to 4 million by the end of the year. That's a joke. It won't happen. Anyway, all right. I'm going to go take a shit. Oh, why did they put that there? How am I supposed to take a shit? I finally got the water working. Is this heavy? Mother, God. Jesus, fuck. Oh, they taped my toilet closed.